Hi, my name is Erin Dudley, and today I'm going to speak a little bit about social anxiety disorder. Wikipedia says that social anxiety disorder is a nervousness in social situations. I live with social anxiety. I struggle with it daily. I've learned to overcome it and cope with it and manage it in ways that I'm going to share with you today. First, let me tell you a little bit about my story. About 3 years ago, I started to notice anxiety, uncomfortableness around people. I stopped going out in public. I stopped going to social gatherings. I didn't go to church. I wouldn't even go to the grocery store. I was uncomfortable around people. I started a job that I really liked, and then I started to feel uncomfortable at work. I was always running to the bathroom when there was people, like a social gathering of friends talking or coworkers, having lunch. I would feel uncomfortable, so I would, go off by myself, and my stomach would feel queasy, and I just knew that it was time to do something about it. So I contacted a therapist, a psychiatrist. I set up an appointment. They put me on some medication. They set me up some counseling sessions. And I went to those once a week for about 2 or 3 months until I started to feel more comfortable. I learned some great things, great coping skills in those sessions that I've learned to use in my everyday life that helped me manage my social anxiety. Psych Central says the way to overcome anxiety is counseling with a therapist, self-help guides, deep breathing exercises, medication, keeping a rational outlook, and creating objective goals. I set goals for myself as well. I set goals to overcome my anxiety by making myself face uncomfortable situations. I did this by once a week I would go out in public to the park or to the grocery store or shopping, and I would make myself say hi to at least one person. I would speak to the person that checked me out at the cash register, and each time it got a little bit easier. I continued to do my counseling sessions, which were very helpful because I could share what I wanted to share with them and tell them about, my anxiety and ways that it was affecting me, and they gave me some deep breathing exercises to try, and they told me to set up a routine that I did daily, or set some objective goals, whichever one might help me more. So I noticed that I set up a routine, and as long as I stick to that routine, I have no anxiety, and I feel much better. WebMD says common situations that people with social anxiety are most affected by is talking to strangers, doing presentations like this, doing public speaking, making eye contact. Sometimes we have trouble making eye contact if you have anxiety. You just don't really want to be seen. You want to, hide away, be not in, the presence of a lot of people. Going to school or work can be effective, which it definitely affected me. And in conclusion, Psychology Today suggests that the first step is to challenge your mentality. Identify the negative thoughts that are bothering you. Next, analyze and challenge the negative thoughts. Control your breathing and face your fears. These are all great ways to cope with social anxiety. I personally am thankful that I seen a psychiatrist and got on some medication that would help me, and the counseling sessions were one of the best things that had happened in my life. I used to be so miserable, and now I can face my fears. I go out in public. I go in social situations. I go to church. I'm able to work and feel comfortable at work, at my job, around my coworkers. There's no more hiding, in my own little spot where no one can see me, or running off, or just feeling sick to my stomach. Everything has changed, and it's because I've learned ways to cope with social anxiety. I really hope that something I've shared with you during this presentation will help you to cope with your social anxiety and learn how to manage it so that you can live a fulfilling life. Thank you.